is a branch or chapter of PDP. And when you say PDP, you are talking about PDP in Nigeria, situated in Wadata Plaza. So whatever they are doing here, if somebody wants to withdraw and he has written to the National, and you are saying that because National is disobeying a court order, they have not responded.
Yeah, but
I can't get the nexus between...
Did the judgment invalidate his candidature?
Which judgment?
The one you're referring to, the appeal
Obviously,
court.
because what they went to...
Did it?
It did.
I thought the judgment said, well, yes, the party has the powers to suspend the candidate person, but you must follow due process.
No,
was it part of the prayer in the first instance? It wasn't.
Well, the prayer was that the order of the High Court in Abeokuta enforcing INEC to recognize their tribute list, right, should be set aside. And once that has been done, it means that the candidature that they have taken to INEC to, of course, obey is no longer there. So because you cannot put something on nothing.
Is that your understanding, Mr. Onyeka?
That's completely false and totally misleading. Why did they everything that has been done, including the nomination, before, that was why I was saying there is a background to the nomination of candidates that we're talking about. In 2016, congresses were held in Ogun State just like it was done in the rest of in other parts of the country, and the ESCO was produced. Now, some persons, this same his Honorable Ladi Adebotu, to be specific, who ran on the platform of this same ESCO. In fact, in 2014, he was in Labour Party and then came into PDP. This same ESCO was the ESCO that went to Abuja and got waiver for him to be able to contest in 2015. Now, immediately he got into the House of Reps, he began his orchestration to run for the governorship. And when congresses were held in 2016 and this same ESCO was re-elected, he chose to form a parallel ESCO. Now, these issues were now taken before a court. Which of these ESCO is the authentic? And the court made the judgment way back in 2016. This is the judgment, and specifically said that it was the Adebayo-led ESCO that was validly elected, and in fact went as far as saying that all the activities of the PDP in Ogun State should be done through the Adebayo-led ESCO, since they were elected in 2016, and that they are entitled to be in office for 4 years. As I speak to you, till this moment, this judgment is yet to be set aside. Specifically, the judgment also said that Adebayo-led ESCO should conduct primaries for the 2019 general elections.
All right, let's get to the politics of this now, because I mean, if both parties, both groups, both factions, you're going at each other because your group is campaigning, your group is campaigning to the people of Ogun State, and you expect to win the elections, how is this going to happen? Because there are two people who are campaigning for the same party.
Well, they have done us the favor by not leaving the party anyway. And of course, that's an indication of the fact that their efforts will also be complementary to the effort of Honorable Ladi Adebotu to becoming the governorship.
Is that not reaping where you did not sow?
What is it?
That's like reaping where you did not sow.
No, because you have seen that the only candidate recognized by the party and even recognized by law is Honorable Ladi Adebotu.
No, but whose name is with INEC as we speak?
Well, as we speak, like I said, the judgment of appeal court will be made available today, and it will be served on INEC. And don't forget that there is another judgment of the Federal High Court in Abuja compelling INEC to recognize the candidate of the party.
But INEC has not done that yet. His name is not on the list yet.
No, obviously, if INEC fails to carry out the order of the court, then of course there is a next level that we have to take the matter to.
Isn't this going to spoil your chances?
Well, interestingly, if it's saying that with the way things are, that we are working for his principal to come and reap where he didn't sow, it means an admission that they know that we are the ones legally recognized. We are, it is Senator Buruji Kashamu's name and other candidates produced by the Adebayo-led, the authentic ESCO in Ogun State that are with INEC. So I think that nobody wants the party to lose. I think that it behoves on the leadership of the party to see how these people were together. Like I said the other time, Honorable Abdi are able to run on the platform of this same ESCO that is seeking to destroy this same structure.
So why can't both groups come together and work things out?
Well, in 2017, the party made efforts by dissolving the two parallel factions in Ogun State and actually called for truce that fresh congresses should be conducted. The convention that we held in 2017 created room for harmonization of all factions and for fresh executives to be thrown up, because Ogunleye had a state high court judgment validating him as the authentic, chairman of the party in Ogun State, while Bada also had Buba judgment validating him. But in the wisdom of the party, that these two conflicting judgments cannot lead the party anywhere, they held a congress in 2017, and before the congress, held, they ran to court, asking the court that the National Convention should not mention anything relating to Ogun State. But the court didn't grant that prayer, because the court said they cannot set agenda for the political parties meeting. And as a result, that prayer was not answered, because they knew that the NEC had actually made a move to dissolve the parallel factions in Ogun State, and they had made a move to ratify that dissolution in the National Convention. And when they ran to court, court did not answer that prayer. And at that National Convention, they dissolved Ogun State ESCO, among other, 9 executive, ESCO in about 9 states.